Boom! There it is. HVL is going to LSU. It is official. All right, so there's no surprise here. This was pretty much telegraphed like a Matt Shaw pick six. When she entered the transfer portal, it was don't contact me, I'll contact you. LSU was the only school she visited, which we saw last week. And then as well, she basically followed everybody on the team except for Kim Mulkey. So there you go. Surprise, surprise. She has decided to go to LSU. I guess we now know what the Angel Reese peeking through the hands emoji means. It means you are about to get HVL. Now, my question here is this the last domino to drop, or are there still moves to be made? And did HVL announce this move officially because Aneesah Morrow, the other one that's on the Kim Mulkey portal hit list, she is coming to LSU this weekend as well. She will go to South Carolina. She is living that portal life, having the recruiting that she probably always wanted, made a big show of putting on her gear at USC, and now she will go to LSU to visit, and then following that, South Carolina. Vegas certainly likes the HVL move, as prior to the official announcement, they were paying on future betting with Vegas. They were paying $550. After HVL made it official, those odds went down to plus 400, which puts them tied with UConn as the future favorite in Vegas. So with HVL, LSU, no doubt, is very good, and I want to see how the parts fit. If LSU gets Morrow as well, then dare I say, in the year of super teams, yes, I'm looking at you, Liberty, and I'm looking at you, Las Vegas Aces. LSU would join the super team family, have no doubt, if they get Morrow. Now, what are the chances of Morrow going to LSU? Well, she's already gone to the University of Southern California for her official visit. I would say if she goes there, it's basically for the weather, and she wants to team up with number one recruit, Juju, who's signed there, and she'd be pretty much assured that she'd get her shots. And she's pretty keen on extending her game. If you look at her first season at DePaul and then her second season, she dramatically increased her three-point shots she's taken. And I think that's because she knows if she wants to go to the next level at 6'1", she needs to develop a more outside game and become more like a small forward, like a D&3 wing, if you like. The other option on her list is to go to South Carolina. Now, that's a good basketball fit for her, and it's a high public program. This is probably the best fit because she could go there and would immediately be high profile. She has a big there in Cordoza who can do all the sort of dirty work on the inside to allow her stretch her game. Again, it's a high profile program. She'd be able to score her NIL deals. Now, LSU, this is a slightly more complicated fit as there's so many stars at LSU now. Will she get enough shots or will there be enough shots to go around between HVL, Reese, and Johnson? I think there would be. I think they'll try to sell her on two things. One, you can develop the game that you need to develop, as we'll put you at small forward. We have Aaliyah Del Rosso, the number 1 recruit, or number 8 recruit, I think, in the nation coming in. She's 6'5". She can rebound and play center. Then they could have Angel Reese at the forward, and then they could slot her in at the small forward. So they'll sell her and say, listen, you'll get your shots. You'll be able to extend your game, what you want to be. And then the next thing is you come here, you'll be a rock star. This is going to be a rock star program next year. Everybody's going to be talking about LSU. They are like the Chicago Bulls and all the other super teams. So come here. And the thing is, she seems to like that. If you look at her Instagram, she is enjoying going around to schools and putting on their gear and making a show of it. So I could see her going to LSU based on that fit alone. Now, what would this look like? I mean, it would look damn scary if they land Morrow. Let's just take a look at what this team could look like. So in the backcourt, you would obviously have HVL as the lead guard. she would probably team up in the backcourt with Johnson, so they'd be the 1-2. But don't forget, they also have more talent. Even if they wouldn't have gotten HVL, they were still looking pretty strong in the backcourt, as they have the number one recruit coming in, Michaela Williams, obviously, and she can take people off the dribble. She can get to the basket. She's physical and has an outside shot. She looks good in the 3-on-3 tournaments, and as well 5-on-5. She can make a swing pass, like she was getting doubled and making the right pass. So they have them, and then they still have returning. They have Poole and they have Poa. So you combine all of that. That is a hell of a lot of talent. Now, when I was looking at this, I was like, HVL is going to give them the shooting that they need. But if you take a look at it, Hailey Van Lith actually had the lowest three-point shooting percentage. She was at 29%. That's probably because she took so many more shots. If you take a look at the increase in shots from the previous season, it went way up. So I assume she was just forcing her shots more because she felt like she needed to make up the scoring. She'll probably return up into the 30%. But they are loaded. They almost have too much talent in the backcourt because somebody's going to get squeezed on minutes and somebody's going to wind up transferring out next year, I believe. So it'll be interesting to watch. In the front court, as we said, Morrow would be the small forward. I would assume Angel Reese would be the power forward. So they'd sort of, and then as well, the number 8 recruit coming in, Aaliyah Del Rosso, they would put her at center. She's a bit raw, but man, she's big. She can rebound and she can run. So, I mean, they could survive a freshman doing that. And then as well, this team will be able to go small as well, which will be interesting to see. So they'll be able to pull Aaliyah Del Rosso and then go Angel Reese at center, and then have Morrow at the 4, and Michaela Williams, you could put her in as a swing man. And then as well, you would still have HVL and Johnson in the backcourt. Or you could mix in Poa or Poole or whatever. But that's a deadly small lineup they'll be able to play as well. So this team looks absolutely terrifying on paper if they get Morrow, because it'll just allow them to mix and match against teams. And they'll have more firepower, but sort of caught up with South Carolina. Like they'll have people that can fill up the basket as well. They'll be able to play unbelievable defense. So it will be an amazing team to watch. And I said it in the video when she first went in the portal, if HVL goes to LSU, which has happened, and they get Morrow as well, this is just setting up for a great showdown between them and UConn on paper, it would look like. As well, the SEC battles with them playing South Carolina would be fantastic as well. So I'm all for it. And even if Morrow goes to South Carolina, well, great. That spreads around the talent, and it'd be interesting to see what they'll do with Morrow. And then she would team up with Cardozo, and then as well with Raven in the backcourt. They're loaded as well. So the talent goes all around. It'd be great to watch next year. So really looking forward to it. Want your comments below. Do you think Morrow's going to LSU as well? Do you think, if that happens, do you think LSU would be a super team, or do you think they're a super team already? Is that who you're putting your money on to win the championship next year? All of your comments and poison are welcome. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.